was wild. Because it's like, who is this guy? And it's just like, oh, you look like everyone else except you wear flannel. Okay. You know what? That's he separates himself with his play, and certainly it's to be respected when you see the quality of Wario play that we're seeing. BeatyBean and Deltaforce to kick things off. And yeah, you got to be a smart dude to navigate Link, especially in this day and age. And you know what? The New Jersey Institute of Technology certainly creates some smart dudes, Deltaforce being no exception.
Yeah, Deltaforce been at it for a while with Link. Never clearly the better Link, the best Link in New Jersey, I would imagine, right? Better than Glentendo, right?
Wow, it depends on who you ask. If it's Glentendo, no. If it's everyone else, yes.
Okay, Glenn on his cloud days now. So.
I do not care. Anyway, yeah, Deltaforce letting BeatyBean get back onto the stage. Sitting at 123%. Obviously, you're just out of combo range, but the weight of Link is going to do yourself some favors. Not gonna get killed off of those stray dash attacks, or really just kind of have to hope that a stray jump gets caught with an up air at this point. I don't know. Back air certainly could do the job as well. But again, dash attack. You have so few options, I guess, in neutral, especially in the face of someone who has those remote bombs, whatever. Luckily, Deltaforce making a mistake at ledge, trying to get back as quickly as possible. Down air will seal the deal, and it will be BeatyBean drawing first blood on the swordsman for this game number 1.
Yeah, this is going to be another game of, it's kind of going to be, maybe not, but it's a little bit like Gen versus Con with the getting in, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Link is going to be forced to set up a wall. BeatyBean's going to want to get in and have the biggest punishes. I also see a lot of offstage kills for BeatyBean in the future, I think.
It's interesting because even though, obviously, yeah, you do want to have those, excuse me, okay. I was about to make some profound point, and then BeatyBean decided to rip a fat one and kill Deltaforce. Like, the projectile game isn't as effective if the Link isn't allowed to touch the ground, and certainly that seems to be the case. Just treat them like a beach ball. Bop them up, keep them up there, and BeatyBean is maximizing that strategy to a T, a full stock lead for the Wario man.
Yep. And I'm sure, I'm not even sure what Link's game plan is in this matchup. I'm sure just nair a lot, get your nairs in, and yeah, I don't even know what Link's game plan is in general.
I mean, you got to do so much in order to keep this Wario out, who's so good at piling on damage, especially at those early and mid percentages. Maybe getting those kills is a little jank when you don't have Waft, but that's the advantage that you have when you're Wario. You're not fighting someone with 3 stocks, you're making them play with 2.5. So already you have the fear of God put in your opposition.
Yeah.
And it's Deltaforce that has to deal with that, is doing so admirably, I will say, but it's an uphill battle that this Link is being forced to fight.
Okay, Deltaforce having success with his nair. What was that? Oh, what was that waft?
Oh, I mean, probably just let one slip. It happens from time to time. That got more of a laugh than it deserved, I will say. But
nah, I thought that was funny.
Back throw. Motorcycle in midair. Making it back. Okay, mixing up your recovery. Obviously the thing that you want to be doing when you got bombs dropping above your head. Okay. Hit him with the bomb. It's not going to explode, obviously, but you're going to get right into the command grab. Get up into the command grab. BeatyBean bringing it back and bringing himself a Game 1 victory. And indeed, I believe that 3 could stand for a 3-0 victory. It is best of 5 here, correct? Or are we? It's still in, are we in best of 3?
No, this is best of 5. All top 8, best of 5. Yeah.
Just had to be sure. So yeah, we'll have to see if this momentum can continue. And goodness gracious, is there a scarier sight than a Wario with momentum? Deltaforce will have to answer to that here, Law, as we head right back to PS2 for game number 2.
Yeah, I think Deltaforce this game may want to look for. I was about to say look for out of field options, and then I saw him get bit, and I was like, okay, you know, you can't do that. So I think more of his nairs just got to land, period. That's it. Somehow. However he wants to do that.
I mean, however he wants to do that. I mean, however you might be forced to do that. This is a character that can cut off your options pretty quickly.
Yep.
But you have no choice but to find an answer. Deltaforce and BeatyBean relatively even up until that point. Big combo game from BeatyBean. I mean, what an offensive juggernaut that the Garden State has created in this Wario. Even through all the quote-unquote nerfs, we've seen characters do so well throughout this game's life cycle with Wario. Certainly Glutoni in France, but, you know, never forget, I mean, the first couple of majors in this game's life cycle was won by Tweak playing this Wario.
Yeah, you're right. Something that I actually forgot about completely.
Yeah. Not to say that Link hasn't had its share of success at the hands of various people throughout this game's life cycle as well, but I wouldn't say not nearly as much as Wario. It is interesting because we've seen Link become, you know, almost viable in this instance. Just maybe not so in the, maybe not as much in the face of, say, young Link. Not a problem for this Wario. I do find it interesting that maybe I think Deltaforce kind of plays Link like he would perhaps a young Link, where he's not afraid to get in and establish those boxing options to the point where really the projectiles can become almost secondary. But you know, he's really not afraid to jump and try to get in and establish the sword and really beat him up and tack on, you know, pronounced amount of damage with that Master Sword. Kind of makes you wonder, why doesn't he just go over to the young Link, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, he likes Link. Seems like his he seems very attached to Link by his shirt. So I don't know. I mean, Toon Link got the same skin too. He could go dark Toon Link. Why not? You know.
This is true. Hey, there's something to be said about consistency, and certainly Deltaforce brings that in spades. Not able to get the kill. Well teched by BeatyBean. Staying alive at 135. There's only so much you can do. That bike doesn't scare me. I've got me some leather boots. I'm going to kick you right into the blast zone. So, one stock apiece now for these two gentlemen. And gotta say, Deltaforce slowly but surely bringing this back wall. This could be scary for BeatyBean if he's not careful.
Yeah. No, and Deltaforce has done a good job of being calmly bringing this back and getting himself back in the game. But he's gotten hit by WAP both games now. You know, this is a best of 5, and he wins this. He's got to not get hit by WAP in these next games, because that's brutal. I mean, he lost.
Easier said than done. And dash attack, not quite going to kill at 158%. You don't even need WAP at this point. But oh my goodness, did you just get peanut butter jammed? Did I just see peanut butter jamming things happening in Tri-State? And another one. Put him in the blender. Make me a smoothie. Deltaforce. He's drinking good tonight. We're tied up at 1 apiece.
And here I thought Wario was going to get the offstage kills. That was a good consistency offstage. Didn't miss any of those opportunities to execute right there.
That's just that's an awareness play for BeatyBean at that point. Sometimes you just cannot challenge off stage. You have to know better than to indulge your worst instincts. I know you're thirsty for blood, but maybe you can wait because you have that up B right there. BeatyBean has to realize that. And it's not to say that this is unsalvageable, far from it. We are drawn up at 1 apiece, should be noted, but that is the last thing you want to be giving Deltaforce is confidence, the realization that wins are possible. And maybe it has to be a little bit cleaner than that game number 2, but man, if any Link is capable of instilling fear into the heart of BeatyBean, it has to be this one standing before him, Deltaforce.
And mentality-wise, BeatyBean landed a WAP last game. You talk about, like, you know, being with 2.5 stocks. If you land the WAP with Wario, it's like you know, it's going to be on you to take the rest of that game because, you know, it hurts when you land a waft early and then lose that game. And you talk about why Deltaforce would rather go with Adult Link than Toon Link.
Yeah.
It's Nair. It's Nair.
Makes sense to me. And yeah, I mean, sometimes just sheer power can overcome that speed. It's not often, but sometimes the space works out, and a little bit of muscle behind that Master Sword is certainly necessary. BeatyBean able to even it up at 2 stocks apiece. And really just being able to establish that back air at ledge is going to be so key for BeatyBean to regain the momentum of this set. Ooh. Okay.
Read the air dodge with the boomerang.
Carry over to the ledge. I feel like he's trying to force an air dodge out towards ledge. But Deltaforce is not going to give it to him all that easily. If you're not going to cooperate, I'm just going to shit all over you. And that is just a tough position for Deltaforce to be in. You have to hold that. This is the game that you're playing.
Yeah, but if you're down on the ground against Wario with Waft, you can't tech in like that. You know, he got hit with the Waft in is basically the exact same position on the stage like last game. Maybe from a roll in by ledge. I don't know.
Yeah. But Deltaforce, realizing the name of the game, excuse me, is holding center stage and not giving that up. Not even going for the kill necessarily, waiting for BeatyBean to roll in to reestablish that offense. There you go. You want to play with the bomb, that's fine. You can bat the bomb around. Meanwhile, I bat you. And that is going to close out BeatyBean's second stock. Puts him out towards the ledge, and yeah. BeatyBean is going to try to get Deltaforce to rush decisions back to center stage, and he can take full advantage of that. He has the opportunity to combo into some deadly stuff. BeatyBean realizing the win condition and could well be on his way to actually realizing it here.
Yeah, I saw a lot of patience from BeatyBean at the beginning of the stock, but Deltaforce has got some momentum here.
It's a scary thing, and we know what he can do with it, but it is going to be another waft that winds up taking
best of 5, they don't know. Oh, wait, never mind. It's stop it.
Should be best of 5. I'm actually going to keep this running because he's probably going to be sitting right back down.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, wait, or maybe not, actually. It looks like he's disconnecting, I guess.
Wait, is
oh,
he
you know,
actually?
maybe because the bracket size is a little smaller. I'm not sure. Well, all right then. Moving on.
Well, okay. Well, that's BeatyBean.